Ever since AEW began, I always wondered how long would it take for the WWE 2K series to even reference them just a little bit. Usually WWE games are hesitant to put references to other companies that are currently active or competition to WWE. Sure, we got WCW and ECW stuff in WWE games, but that was long after they were both purchased by WWE. So in this video, I'm going to be going through the rare times that WWE games referenced AEW along with other games referencing WWE. Now before I do get into the first moment, make sure that you do like this video if you end up enjoying it, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already. Now let's get to the first moment. WWE 2K25 My Rise, in my opinion, is one of the best My Rise or My Careers that we have ever had. It was a real step up from prior entries to the series. One of the things that really takes it to the next level for me is the amount of unlockables that can be found in the mode. And they're not just some basic unlockables, there's some real good stuff to be found here. And one of those unlockables contains probably the most direct AEW reference to date in a WWE 2K game. Before I continue, big spoiler alert for 2K25 My Rise. So getting back to the moment, if you do decide to continue the My Rise story as the character who betrayed the other character, you will unlock the heel path ending where this character joins Mutiny. Whilst in Mutiny, your heel character will be quick to look to overthrow CM Punk as the leader. After convincing Kevin Owens and Bayley to betray Punk, you will become the leader and announce Mutiny Mania has taken over WrestleMania, but that isn't enough. Your goal is to now take out Triple H, so Mutiny can begin to take over the entire WWE. The plan does look to be working until this happens.
Punk has been defeated, and Mutiny has a new and even more treacherous leader. I'm not sure how long there's going to be at WWE if this continues. I agree. We are in trouble here.
Thank you. Paul Triple H Levesque is here to put a stop to this.
Look at the fear in the Mutiny leader's eyes. I don't think they're scared one bit, Saxton. Bayley and KO from behind. They're attacking Triple H. We saw the mock fear on their leader's face. This was a trap from the beginning.
This is my arena.
Wait a second. Look who it is.
He's here. The Rock is here. Finally. Yes.
Rock bottom.
I never thought I'd see the day the Great One backed up Triple H, but here we are, and I'm so grateful.
Mutiny is going to regret activating the final boss. It looks like they already do.
So after The Rock returns, Triple H will cut a promo in his office as he makes the shocking announcement that he in fact was a part of bringing Mutiny to the WWE, along with a match announcement for the so-called Mutiny Mania. Once you reach Mutiny Mania, you'll be offered the chance to have a special entrance for the show in your match against The Rock. You're going to want to say yes for this, as it's important for this AEW reference. If you choose yes, your heel character will have a special entrance where they will pretty much copy Cody Rhodes' entrance from AEW Double or Nothing 2019. Once completing this, you will unlock the entrance for use outside of My Rise. As a nice secret detail, if you assign this entrance to Cody Rhodes, you will get secret entrance commentary that discusses Cody Rhodes sticking it to Triple H with this throne breaker entrance. And as we all know, the only reason Cody has this special commentary is because he did the entrance himself in AEW as a shot at Triple H.
It's the American Nightmare.
And I've got a bad feeling about that throne.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 220 pounds, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes.
And Corey, you have to consider the symbolism here.
Proving that there is indeed more than one royal family.
The Cody Rhodes related AEW references don't stop there. In WWE 2K24, if you play as Stardust of all people, you might get a funny reference by Byron Saxton. At the start of the match, possible that Byron might start talking about Stardust, discussing with him about a journey to an alternative universe where he led a new world and smashed thrones with hammers. Again, clearly referencing the Double or Nothing 2019 entrance, and also referencing how Cody was an EVP for AEW. Let's check this one out.
Well, beam me up to the fifth dimension or Storm Room or whatever. Guy Stardust here knows he's Cody Rhodes, right?
Look, Stardust does not appear to know that he is in fact Cody Rhodes. This is as bizarre as it gets. Stardust was talking to me about a cosmic journey he took, where he was a ruler of a new world, where he smashed thrones with 1,000-pound hammers, where he...
Byron, I'll stop you there. There's no way any of that was true.
Also in WWE 2K24, there's a reference to a AEW pay-per-view that was added through the first DLC drop, which was the ECW Punk pack. This DLC pack included not only ECW legends, but also threw in a bunch of new weapons like the barbed wire baseball bat and light tubes. They also added a breakable door as a DLC weapon for some reason, but I guess that random weapon was worth it for the AEW reference that comes with it, as when you pull the door from underneath the apron, Byron Saxton will make a reference to AEW's pay-per-view, which is called Forbidden Door. Let's see this one in action.
Wait a second, is this the forbidden door everyone's always talking about?
No, Saxton. It's a literal door, meant to bludgeon your opponent.
That actually isn't the only Forbidden Door mentioned in the WWE 2K series, as there was another one added in 2K25, which can be found in the My Rise story. If you go down the face path at the end of the story, you will be given the option to get help from 3 groups of people. You can choose legends, indie stars, or past WWE 2K main characters. If you choose indie stars, then you'll hear this reference to the Forbidden Door.
If Punk wants to spout nonsense about breaking down barriers, maybe it's time I meet him halfway and open some doors. Even the forbidden ones.
Good. Then I'll leave you to it.
And lastly, another AEW reference that can be found in 2K25 is when you choose your character's background for My Rise mode. You can choose to be a Raw superstar, SmackDown superstar, an MMA star, or a superstar from a rival promotion. Although not said by name, the rival promotion is actually AEW. You wouldn't think that straight away, but when you choose that background and play through the game for a little bit, you'll find out pretty soon that it is actually AEW. How will you know, you might be wondering? Well, when your character talks to former AEW talent like Jade Cargill or CM Punk, they will reference how they used to work together in this other promotion, and choosing the 2 people who used to work there together pretty much points to them referencing AEW as a rival promotion in WWE 2K25. Here's some lines for example.
Hey! It's been a bit. How have you been?
Busy. Good to see you again, Jade. You've been on one hell of a run in WWE. Not that I'm surprised. When we worked together, I always knew you were destined for big things. Hey, you all right? I'm okay. I know we didn't cross paths too much at our former workplace, but it's good to see a friendly face here. Anyway, it's wrestling. On to the next thing, right?
Now that's all the known AEW references in the WWE 2K series, but let's now flip over to AEW. They had Fight Forever and the Road to Elite mode. Was there any references to WWE in there? Well, actually, there were at least 2 that I can remember. To find this first WWE reference in Fight Forever, you have to get to the 4A storyline called The Founders Fall, where your character is aiming to take over AEW by taking out each of the EVPs. You take out Cody, and then you take out Kenny, and at the Double or Nothing pay-per-view, you aim to take out both the Young Bucks in a handicap match. If you're able to defeat the Young Bucks in this ending of the mode, you will be seen in the executive office as you are now the EVP of AEW. Your character will then fire the cameraman and tell him on his way out to bring the Bucks into his office. Your character will then say they will decide which of the Young Bucks will be made to bark like a dog and which one will have to dress like a hand. These lines are both references to things that happened on WWE TV. And the last WWE reference that can be found in Fight Forever is a chance encounter with Bryan Danielson. There's a chance that you might see him whilst you go out to get some food at a restaurant. Bryan might appear after you finish eating, and he will then make some food puns with you. After a bunch of food puns, Bryan says that they'll have to stop before Dwayne smells what they're cooking. Obviously a reference to The Rock's WWE character and catchphrase. And as a little bonus, let's discuss some moments prior to there being an AEW where TNA was the #2 wrestling promotion back then. And around this time, these references would be pretty much non-existent other than the one that I can remember. In the SmackDown vs Raw games, 2008 to be exact, you could actually create a TNA title as a custom championship, as all the parts were already there for you. You just had to do a little bit of customizing. You could find the base of the TNA X Division title, but an A instead of the X. All you had to do was go and add the X instead of the A. And literally, you just had the TNA X Division title in a WWE video game. I can't remember TNA being referenced much more than this in a WWE game around this time, but if you do know any, then please do let me know in the comments, as I'd love to find out if there is any more. I also can't remember the TNA Impact game referencing WWE at all either. And if you want to go even further back than that, to a time where WCW and WWE were their own thing, and WCW wasn't bought out by WWE yet, there randomly was a reference to Kane in the WCW Mayhem game. For some reason, Kane's attire was in the game, even though he had never been in WCW as Kane. And it's not like some slightly off version or some bootleg version of the attire. This is just straight up his actual Kane attire randomly in a WCW game before they'd even been bought out. Again, like TNA and WWE, I can't remember much more references to each other in this era of wrestling games. And again, if you do know any that I haven't mentioned, then please do let me know in the comments below. And that was a collection of references, mostly between AEW and WWE, with a few bonuses at the end there. I do hope you all enjoyed it, and I'll see you all in the next video.